Okay, so you want to take a deep dive into the world of crypto. We hear you. Five coins in particular have been bubbling up in our inbox lately. So let's dive into those.
Sure.
We're talking about Ethereum, Solana, Binance Coin, Dogecoin,
Okay.
and XRP. Now,
Uh,
I think a lot of our listeners probably are familiar with at least some of these,
mm,
but what we really want to do today is unpack what makes them each unique. What's their potential? What are their strengths and weaknesses?
yes.
And especially given all this talk of a potential bull run on the horizon,
Yeah.
which of these coins should you be watching? And to help us unpack all of this, we've got some great insights from our friends over at Crypto Capsule.
Absolutely. There's a lot of buzz around these coins, and for good reason. Each one represents a different facet of what crypto can do.
Yeah, and I think it's easy to get caught up in the hype, especially if you see prices start to climb.
Yeah.
But we really want to make sure that our listeners are armed with the knowledge to make
Sure.
informed decisions, right?
Absolutely.
So let's start with Ethereum. I mean, it's kind of hard to talk about crypto these days without mentioning Ethereum. It's been the backbone of the smart contract space
Mm-hmm.
for years now. But what's really interesting right now is this recent upgrade to Ethereum 2.0. This
Yeah.
shift to a proof-of-stake model.
Yeah.
It's not just good for the environment, but it also really impacts those crazy gas fees that have been frustrating so many users.
Yeah, for sure. That's been a major hurdle for a lot of people. The upgrade is making transactions faster, cheaper, and it opens up a lot of possibilities for developers building dApps, those decentralized applications that run on the blockchain.
Yeah, and when you think about the future of Web3 and this idea of a more decentralized internet, Ethereum really is
Yeah.
at the forefront of a lot of that innovation.
Absolutely. It's where a lot of the action is happening right now in terms of DeFi, NFTs, DAOs, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so even though it has its issues, and gas fees being one of the biggest ones,
Right.
it still remains kind of the king of the hill in a lot of ways.
Yeah. It does, and it's going to be interesting to see how it continues to evolve.
Right. Now let's switch gears a little bit and talk about Solana,
Okay.
known for its speed, right?
Yeah.
Blazing
Yeah.
fast transaction times, low fees.
Exactly. It's been attracting a ton of developers and users, especially in the DeFi space where speed is crucial.
But it's also had its fair share of challenges too, right?
That's true. There have been concerns about network stability. They've had a few outages, which can be a big problem if you're relying on the platform for transactions. And there are also questions about its centralization, which is a bit of a trade-off for that speed.
Right. So you get the speed, but maybe at the expense of some security and decentralization.
Right. Because a smaller number of validators are processing transactions, it could make the network more vulnerable to attacks or manipulation.
Yeah. It's definitely something to think about when you're comparing it to something like Ethereum, which has a much larger and more decentralized network.
Exactly. It's all about understanding the trade-offs and deciding what's most important for you as an investor or user.
Okay, so we've talked about the OG Ethereum. We've talked about this ZD Solana. Now I'll move on to another one that I'm sure many of our listeners have heard of. Binance Coin,
Mm-hmm.
the native token of the massive Binance exchange. And it offers some pretty nice perks for traders.
It does. Think of Binance Coin as a utility token. It has
Yeah.
value because of its usefulness within the Binance ecosystem. You can use it to get discounts on trading fees, participate in token sales, and access other benefits on the platform.
Yeah, so it's not just a speculative asset. It actually has real-world utility.
Exactly. And that utility is tied directly to the success of Binance itself.
Okay, so that's the good part.
Yeah.
But I imagine there's a potential downside here too, right?
There is. The fate of Binance Coin is pretty much tied to the fate of Binance. If the exchange faces regulatory issues, gets hacked, or something else goes wrong, it could negatively impact the value of the coin.
So basically, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. Diversification is key in any investment strategy, especially in crypto.
All right, now let's lighten the mood a bit and talk about everyone's favorite meme coin.
Dogecoin.
Ah, yes, the Doge. It's been quite the phenomenon.
It has. I mean, it started as a joke, but it's gained a massive following.
Right.
It's got a very passionate community, and of course, we can't ignore the Elon Musk factor.
Right, his tweets have definitely had an impact on the price.
Yeah, so it's been a wild ride, but what's interesting to me is that it really shows the power of community and meme culture in the crypto space.
It does. It's a great example of how social media and online communities can drive the value of a cryptocurrency.
But it's also a reminder that not all cryptocurrencies are created equal, right?
Definitely. With Dogecoin, you have to ask yourself, is it just hype, Or is there real utility behind it? Does it have a strong development team, a clear roadmap, or is
Yeah.
it purely speculative?
Yeah. And those are questions you should be asking about any cryptocurrency you're considering investing in.
Absolutely.
Okay, last but not least, let's talk about XRP. It's been making waves in the financial world with its focus on fast and low-cost transactions. It has. XRP is designed to be used by banks and financial institutions to move money across borders quickly and efficiently.
And it's actually gained some traction in the real world.
Hmm.
A number of banks have started using it.
Yes, that's right. They see it as a way to improve their cross-border payment systems.
But of course, no crypto story is complete without some drama, and XRP has had its fair share.
It has. Those legal battles, especially in the U.S., have definitely cast a shadow over the project.
Yeah, the SEC has been arguing that XRP is a security, not a token, which has created a lot of uncertainty for investors.
Right, and that uncertainty can be a major deterrent. The outcome of those legal cases could have a huge impact on the future of XRP.
Absolutely. And if this rumored bull run does materialize, XRP could be a really interesting case study. If regulatory clarity emerges, will it suddenly skyrocket, or will its past continue to hold it back?
That's the million-dollar question. It's a reminder that the crypto market is full of surprises.
So we've covered a lot of ground here. 5 very different cryptocurrencies, each with its own story, its own potential. What do you think is the most important takeaway for our listeners?
I think the biggest takeaway is that the crypto world is incredibly diverse. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to investing in crypto. You have to do your research, understand the risks and potential rewards, and make informed decisions based on your own individual goals.
Don't just blindly follow the hype or chase the latest meme coin.
Right. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, but it's important to remember that investing in crypto comes with risks.
So before you jump in, here's a thought for you. Of the 5 cryptocurrencies we discussed today, which one, if any, piqued your interest the most, and why?
It's a great question to reflect on. Think about what aligns with your investment goals and your risk tolerance.
Keep exploring, keep learning. The world of crypto never stands still.
That's for sure.
And we'll be here to help you navigate it every step of the way.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.